think it's on. Under my feet, Mother, I feel your heart beat. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I feel your heart beat. Come on in the room, guys. I'm just sitting out here in my favorite place. It's coming together. It's an absolutely beautiful day in this matrix, this dimension, this earth, this dark side of the moon, possibly. I don't know. But what it's definitely foremost in my mind is not to be lulled back to sleep. Again, it's like opening Pandora's box. Once you open it, you can't put all that stuff back in there. And again, I've been on this journey for about 6 years now. And I have learned or come to know to have that understanding that everything that we seek, everything that we desire, everything that we want, everything that we need is within. Just like Yeshua, Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, Muhammad, all the others that came before, were basically giving the same message that the kingdom of God is within. And we are facets of that God, that one divine source. We are all part of it. We are all sovereign, free spirit beings. I believe that's the good news. Don't go back to sleep. I was reading the Nag Hammadi, I think the Lost Book of James. And there was one chapter I read, and I'm going to go back and read it again. I've read it like 3 times. But it's the words of Yeshua saying, know thyself, know yourself. Same message again. Everything that we seek is within. There's a lot going on in the world right now, guys, that's trying to knock us off of that sovereign soapbox, so to say, or so to speak. We have been awakened for a reason at this time, whether we wrote it ourselves or it's in the cards or in the ether or it's our destiny or whatever you want to call it. Everything that is happening is occurring for a reason. We are here for a reason. And my core screams, don't go back to sleep because the dark side, I guess you call it, which if you really think about it, it's all the same. We're all one. We all have that dark side and that light side. Balance is the key. The light side, of course, is light and love and wonderfulness and acceptance and all of that. And then darkness have been looked at completely opposite. But if you look at it, even the dark side has benefits in some ways, if it's used appropriately. Of course, that's my opinion. And I'm only one facet of source. So the next facet of source may disagree because we're all spirit beings having a human experience. Yeah. Anyway, I was just out here in the garden doing my regular chores. Let me just get here so y'all can see me. Hold on. Let me slide on over here. Can y'all see me? Can you see me? How many we got in here? We got a couple. It's hard for me to see, but I'll see who's in here. Luana. Hi, my darling. Candy. D. Hi, Kev Star. Jacob Israel. He said, say hi to Monica. Thank you, Kev Star. I'll take it. Thank you, Jacob Israel. And I'm listening to everything that he's bringing out. Absolutely. Do I think he has 100% of the scenario, the picture, or whatever? No, because I don't resonate with everything that he says. Now, does that mean that he's wrong? And because I don't resonate, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that not everything that he says I resonate with, but quite a bit I do. I do. And that's why I keep referring, his videos, because the messages that resonate with me, it's part of that puzzle, at least for me. And I'm hoping it'll be part of that puzzle for you too. But anyway, I'm not going to stay long. That's what I was going to do. I'm getting ready. I'll show you around the garden, but before I do, I'm going to show you. Remember, I told you I was looking for a couple of more woofers, someone to help me on the homestead. Well, this is a young man and woman that were friends of someone else and someone else and someone else. So they're not total strangers, but this is the first time I've had them here, in this capacity, as working on the homestead in exchange for, housing and, learning things that I could teach them of homesteading skills. And then they can teach me a lot of skills that they already have. So it's like it's a, what the word am I trying to use? It's a good experience. It could be a good experience. And I'm very hopeful that this will be a good experience. I'll share with you guys. Remember I told you I had those 4 beds that needed to be cleared out, and I was so overwhelmed, and I'm like, it's going to take me forever to do it. They got it done, I think, in about, 3 hours, 3.5 hours max, completely done, to where I was able to plant one of the beds, and I planted all kinds of flowers. It's normally my zinnia bed, but this time I planted 50 million seeds in there because I wanted to just be just thick with all kinds of flowers in there. And, as it starts growing, I'll be able to thin it out, so it's not choked out completely. But I wanted to make sure that I got a lot of flowers in there, and there's so many different ones. I can't wait for you guys to see it. But anyway, in one of the beds they cleared for me, I'm gonna plant some onions because I lost my multiplier onions, except with the exception of one. So I'm gonna plant that there, and I'm gonna show you in my radish bed over there. The what do you call that stuff? Purslane. Seeded, and I love purslane, but not that much. And it has taken over the bed. So the lettuce has been competing with the purslane. So I'm having to go in and pull the itty bitty little purslane seedlings out of the way. And my new woofer, Mystique is her name. She meticulously got in there. She cleared a lot of it out. So I'm going to take advantage of those empty spaces right now by filling it in with some Mizuna. Can you guys see that? It's hard for me to see. Hold on. There we go. Some Mizuna. And it's an oriental green. It's a little bit bitter, has a lot of color in it. It's really good for you. And I love the Japanese mustard. I'm not a collard greens girl. I like mustard greens. Yeah. So I'm going to be planting that, and this will knock the purslane out of the league. These will take over, and that's what I want it to do. And I planted some more goji berries along with my red scarlet goji berries. These are the black goji berries, and reinforced my chives. And I wanted to share this. I'm going to show you the basil bed that I have. But these are the different types of basil that I have in this bed. This one is the Thai. I don't know if you guys can see that. There we go. This one. And here's another one. I'm just going to let you guys read it because I can't see it. Did you know there were all these different types of basil, and they all have a different flavor? This is my favorite, the cardinal. It is beautiful, guys. Absolutely beautiful. One of my favorites. Yeah, I do vinegars with this too, and oils. And the oils take on that red coloring, and it's just beautiful. And then all of my bins, those tubs that I said I was going to put on the perimeter of the garden. Well, my woofers, they help getting them all drilled at the bottom, because you have to put holes at the bottom for drainage. So all of them are drilled out, with the exception, no, maybe two or three that still needs to be done. But all that's done. And then my wonderful son, um, he borrowed the tractor from our very generous neighbors. And what he did is, I needed to fill all these bins up. So he worked the big mound of soil over there, but it was so thick with clay. So what he did is, he had an idea. He started scraping the stuff off of the forest floor. Just that first couple of layers, beautiful composted soil and earth. And it just worked perfect to add to the soil that we already had. Again, it's about utilizing what you have on the homestead. And that stuff's expensive now. I've been collecting the chicken poop now, and in all three coops now, and we're utilizing what we have on the land. So anyway, these are all the bins are pretty much filled out. I just want to share with you some of the things that I'm going to be planting. Some of the stuff I haven't even heard of. This one is called chervil. Hold on, there we go, chervil. And this one is also known as French parsley. It has an anise flavored leaves, and the French use it for eggs and vegetables and fish dishes. So I'm going to try that. Borage is another. I've seen these, that they're beautiful, but what I didn't know is they're subtly sweet, cucumber flavored. And it's close. It's a sister to the blue borage. You can eat the flowers on this, I guess, add it to your salads and whatever. And it says the blooms and leaves are edible. And what I'm trying to do, this one is not a perennial, it's an annual. But what I'm going to do is plant it like at the base of different plants to bring pollinators in. Um, I'm not going to read all of these. Horehound, and that's for coughs. Anise, and again, I'm getting all the ones perennials that'll come back every year. Stevia, and by placing them in these bins, I won't have to plant them at one time and save the seeds every year. Get heirloom seeds, guys. Hyssop, as many herbal medicines as I can grow here. The folks who we're going to have some rough times coming up, guys. I don't know how long it's going to be, but my core tells me it's going to be rough for a little bit, but no fear. Don't be scared. Be prepared as much as you can. Let's see. This one is called Hummingbird Mint. I've never seen this one before, but it's really pretty. Uh, it's used to make teas, and it's a mosquito. Everything coming to get these. You guys see that? Let's see. Fever few. You can't see that. Lemongrass. Woohoo! Are you planting lemongrass? I'm going to have to bring this in though because it doesn't do well in the front. And I know some of you guys are bored with you don't care about this stuff, but I just want to show you how many things that we do not know. We just see the stuff in the grocery store. It's time for us to educate ourselves and what these all these plants really do. Um, this one is a perennial too. It's a richly historic herb. It's even mentioned in the New Testament. I'm gonna need to look that up. I thought it was in as well. It's good for colds and flu. Did you know that? Now you know. What else? Tansy. Here's another one. This is a perennial. It has fern-like aromatic leaves. It smells kind of like camphor and rosemary. And it's also a medicinal plant. I'm not sure exactly what it's for, but I'm looking it up. We also have mother's wort. This one is also an annual biennial. Chinese herbal medicine used for many health problems, including high blood pressure. How about that, guys? Natural medicine. You don't have to get that at the pharmacy. And of course, some moringa, moringa. And I actually have the seeds soaking because you have to soak the seeds in warm water for 2 or 3 days, pouring the water off of it, and then you plant these. And the dwarf moringa, it's a perennial. Um, let's see, this one is from India, and this particular plant is prized for its high protein in the leaves. So these would be good for smoothies. I hope you guys can see this. I got the sun in my eye. And the last one here, this one, it just caught my attention. This one is called Holy Ghost Angelica. This one's a biennial, and this one gets about 6 feet tall. So I have to be careful where I plant this one. I'm trying to find the let's see, it's the sweetly scented root is used medicinally and is reputed value for fighting infection, improving energy, and to stimulate circulation. Guess what, guys? It's even used in hoodoo magic. Hoodoo, hoodoo. It's a native to North Europe and cultivated at least since the 10th century. Anyway, so that's what I'm growing in my garden, y'all. What you growing in your garden? Huh? Anyway, it's getting hot. It's getting hot I don't. I had to come into my, I had to come into my room in here because it got too hot outside. I told you it was hot. I told you it was hot. Whew, let me let this cool off a little bit. I'll just talk to you guys in here for a bit, and then after this phone cools off, then I'll take you into back into the garden. Ooh, I looked up. I'm hot. I was burning. I was burning. Oh, I forgot where. Oh, I was getting ready to show you just my my garden. Anyway, let me go back in here and say hi to you guys. Okay, I lost the top of the comments. I got the last one saying, did I lose it all? I don't know. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see. How are you guys doing today? Awaken. Let's talk about it. Great day. It is a beautiful day outside, but it's hot. Hi, Simone. Good to see you again, darling. Hello, Conjure Queen. Aliyah Deorleans. Did I say that right, baby? I'm just starting my garden. How do you keep pests away? It's a little bit rough. And actually, while I was out there, I noticed a couple of infestations to where I'm going to have to go ahead and spray now to keep it at bay. And what I use is just a natural pesticide, a mix that I make myself, and it's of course water. I use a little bit of canola oil or vegetable oil, Dawn dishwashing liquid, baking soda, a little bit of baking soda. And if it's really bad, then I'll put a little bit of neem oil in there. I don't like to use the neem oil so much. I also use a hot pepper sauce that I use. I'm going after them all kinds of ways. Another thing that I'm going to be doing is now that a lot of the blooming is done, I'm going to go in and take some of the diatomaceous earth and very carefully spreading it underneath, like around the root bases, of my plants, as close to the dirt as possible and not on the foliage at all, because I don't want to harm the honeybees because we need them. And it will kill honeybees. So you have to be very careful. You can use diatomaceous earth, but use it very carefully, being careful where you put it. So that's what I'm doing. That's how I keep the pest away. And I'm trying to, and another reason why I'm doing that, I'm trying to stay ahead of the Japanese beetles. I don't know if you guys um, have had problems with them, but they will decimate your plants. Seems like overnight. So I'm going to be dusting them as well to try and keep them at bay. And if you ever think about getting those traps, Japanese bee traps, and put them in your garden, don't do that, because it sends a message to all the Japanese beetles around to come to your garden. You're gonna have sex in my garden. No, don't make your garden the prostitute house. Don't bring that stuff around your house. Try and protect your garden, but don't attract those beetles to you. Okay, and it's happened to me. Don't do it. Oh, let's see. Good, you're gonna build a bed for your veggies. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You like anise? It is good. Um I think I had some cookies made with that. Yeah, and you got moringa too? Yes, moringa is great stuff. All right, I think she's cool enough now. I think to where we can go out. Let me see if I can turn this camera around first though. Hold on. I got to remember how to do this, y'all. More. Settings maybe. Camera. Yes, I'm learning. Okay, front camera. Let me step out here. Man, it's hot. Okay. And we're going to turn the camera, front camera. Is this we want the back camera? Back camera or front camera? No, back camera. Nope. Yes. Is it working? Yes, it's working. Okay. Let me turn it this way and bring this up. Okay. All right, let's go in the garden, guys. We're gonna go fast. See my tractor? You think my tractor's sexy? I do. And what I did here, guys, is I planted okra in that bed over there, the front bed. And I used the old dog kennel because the chickens and the dogs kept coming in here and want to take their sun baths. So these were perfect to put right on top, and it keeps the dogs and chickens out and lets the air, not air, but light, into my plant. So maybe this will take off now that the chickens and stuff out of it. But check out my potatoes. Remember my russet potatoes that I planted right here? They are doing well. Let me see if she laid an egg in here. Yes, she did. Did she lay an egg? There she is. She laid an egg. We have one old hen. She's about 5 years old. She refuses to lay her eggs in there in the coop with the other chickens. So she has her own little private spot here. All right, let's go in the garden. Check it out, y'all. It's starting to turn green. Starting. Let me just go ahead and start over here. This is my sage. This is my herbal bed right here. This is sage growing here, and it's starting to flower. I wish you guys could smell this. It smells so good. And this is rosemary, and the blooms on here are just deep purple, just really pretty. And remember I was telling you about my lettuce bed. Now I have few little lettuces that made it, that came up. But let me show you the mullein. Not mullein. I keep saying mullein. It's not mullein. It is purslane. These little things, and these are all edible, but they sort of took over. Let me show you. And my woofer has really cleared it out really well. But if you can see here, you see how it's kind of taken over here? I need to get rid of all of that. I got to focus while I'm down here. Anyway, because it'll choke out your lettuce. And all of this is food, guys. I can put this in a compost bin, or I could take it in the house, which I've done several times already. Rinse it off really good and just throw it into my salad, roots and all. Delicious and so nutritious, but it don't taste like chicken. Anyway, I planted a couple of tomatoes in here, and it doesn't look like much, but stay tuned, guys. I have basil planted in here. Check out my mullein. Beautiful plant. Isn't that gorgeous? But again, the hailstorms have just tore holes in it. It was beautiful, but anyway, it's been crazy, crazy, crazy. All different kinds of mint. These are the bins I was telling you about. That I'm going to fill all of those bins with all those herbs that I just mentioned, and they come back every year. Say, like this bed, I didn't have to replant this at all. It came back, it seeded itself. The same here. And actually, these were just roots that I cleared out another bed and just threw the chunk in there. This is oregano, and it just took over this pot again. Speaking of pests, whoever was mentioning this, let me go in here and watch my hands for snakes. But if you can see the slimy stuff, that is a pest. I'm not sure what it's called, but it is not good. So that's my cue to get on top of this. I will be spraying today. Yeah. All of this are different types of basil, guys. That I didn't plant this basil here. It reseeded itself from over there. That's my other basil bed of all the different basils I mentioned to you. Plus, there's pineapple basil in here, cinnamon basil, and lime basil, in addition to the other five I think I listed. So this bed is going to be absolutely gorgeous. But again, these reseeded itself. That's my chamomile. And again, more basil here. This is chamomile here on this side. My chives reseeded. It's dying down. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to turn this over this way because I want those seeds to go right back in here. So it'll reseed itself. Yeah. And I'll just add some more dirt there and shake it out, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, and it'll be thicker next year. But it smells good. This is my deal bed here, and a lot of these reseeded itself from last year, but I also threw additional seed in here because I want this entire bed to be solid deal, except this little chamomile decided, she says, I'm gonna make you love me. And then too on this here over here again more herbs. That's a violet, two violet, wild violets, and you can eat the leaves, you can eat the flowers. The leaves are for medicinal properties as well, and the flowers you can put them in salads, and it also makes a wonderful wonderful jelly. This is a different type of strawberry plant. Oh, my battery's about to die. But these are really tiny strawberries. The foliage is really pretty. They don't taste like much either. Hold on. Okay, I don't know if it cut off at all, guys, or not, but I'm on the porch now. I had to get out of the heat. They said no. Oh, look at my guineas. Let's see if I can show you guys. Hold on. More. I'm learning settings, camera, back, done. There. Can you see my guineas? Look at them. Hey, little girls. Hey, little girls. It's 3:33, guys. Hello, little birds. I had three, but my dog Daisy May got a wild hair, and she decided, I think I want to see what guinea tastes like, and she mauled my male to death. Well, almost to death. He died during the night. But anyway, the two girls are doing fine. They're free roaming. You like my boot? That's the only thing I brought back with me from Texas. Not from Texas, from Washington when I moved here. I put all my stuff in storage that I could not part with. And the only thing that I wanted out of that storage shed was my kids' keepsake stuff and this boot that I bought at Goodwill. I love it. I don't know why. All right, let me see. How do I get out of here? Back camera. And let me go back to front camera and done. And it should come back and you see my ugly mug again. Get ready. Boom. Man, I look bad today. That's okay. I feel good. I feel good. I'm not sick. Um, I feel really good. Um, but anyway, let me get back here and see if I can. where I left off. Oh wait, let's talk about the screen is black. Okay, hi, Geo, good to see you. Oh, okay. So I guess you can hear me. Did you guys? I guess it went dark when I was in the garden. Anyway, what I'm gonna do, guys, is later on is do just a little short video when it cools off, so you can see the entire garden. So you can see what I'm talking about. Um, anyway, I don't know if you guys heard all the other stuff I said, but I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm just gonna go ahead and get off right now. But stay awake, stay grounded. There's gonna be a lot of stuff happening around us that's gonna that's gonna test a lot of people. Again, just as I don't know again if this is true or not, but supposedly on the 30th and 31st of this month, there's supposed to be, let me rephrase that. There is a slim lottery chance that we are going to be hit by these incoming asteroids or meteors. And scientists are saying either it's going to miss us completely, or some parts of the United States would be pelted with huge meteors, up to 1,000 meteors an hour. I don't want that to happen, but I'm just saying this to be aware. Just to be aware, if something does go down like that, stand your ground. Remember who and what you are. Yes, I did know about the United Nations meeting too, with the who, the who, the who that at the door. So I know you know what's going on with that, Geo. And for those of you in the room that don't know, look it up. On the 22nd, I'm not mistaken, it was on the 22nd of the month that there was a meeting held with the WHO and world leaders to amend a treaty that they have with the United States, giving the WHO the ultimate power to supersede, override any world government if they deem there is a medical pandemic, some type of something dealing with health, a health pandemic. They have the absolute control to do lockdowns, mandate vaccines, isolate, whatever. And I can only imagine what that means. Take a look at China and Shanghai, what's going on over there now. I don't know for sure if the WHO has anything to do with that, but that's occurring right now. Do you know what's occurring over there right now? Look it up. Yeah. So again, be aware of that as well. Yeah. Do not, that's, I love that. They are giving our sovereignty away. You ain't taking mine. You're not going to take mine. Absolutely not. Anyway, guys, let me get off of here. I'm going to wait till it cool off because it's too hot out there. In the meantime, stay in that high love energy, guys. Stand your ground. Remember who and what you are. We are sovereign, free spirit beings. Like Geo says, no fear whatsoever. What's the very worst thing that they can do to us? What is it? They can kill our meat suit. They can kill our avatar. They can kill our temple. But they can't touch that inner spirit. They cannot touch that sovereign, free spirit being, that facet of source that we are. They can't touch it. And again, the good news is that we know it. If you know it, that's if you're sovereign, free spirit being, and you know it, clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap. Anyway, I think the sun got to me. I think I'm going to go in the house and get me something to drink. Actually, there, this is better. Anyway, there's something else I wanted to tell you, and I can't remember what it was. It'll come to me. Anyway, guys, I should turn the camera that way. Yeah, I should turn it that way. That's better, huh? Anyway, um, I'll talk to y'all later. I'm gonna get me something to drink. Bye, my babies. Keep your vibrations high, just in case you want me to do that. Bye, y'all.